What's up, guys? Welcome to the Henshin Hangout. I'm here with Daniel.
Hey, everybody. I'm back. I'm your favorite non-Kamen Rider guy.
But you are all about that Kyuranger.
Yes, I am. This is where I live, people.
Yeah,
Literally, like
I
I have a bed not too far, right over there. But yeah, this is where I live.
I live right here in the studio. But we do have some Henshin news for you guys. Well, it looks like Kamen Rider Build will be premiering this week. Have you seen the new poster?
I've seen. Okay, now I remember when we discussed it here on the show, talking about like, okay, we saw some images that were like kind of leaked, so they say, and when we actually got to see the actual like the main protagonist, and then we also heard about what happens as far as the building and taking parts off, blah blah. And first I heard about it, and then we saw it. When I first heard about it, I was like, no. And then when they got more into it and then I saw it, I was like, maybe. And now that the episode is like hitting him, yes! So I have seen it and I'm interested. Yeah. I want to know what's going on with it. It's the last in the Heisei era. Yeah. So the Heisei era. So it's kind of like, okay, we're saying goodbye and we're moving on to something new. So with this, I'm thinking it's gonna be big. Yeah. And I think the movie at the end, you know how they always do it, is gonna be a really big one, crossover. Everything is gonna at least be addressed, if not answered, here for everything that we've seen so far. So I'm down for it. The whole Pandora's box thing, blah blah. I'm in. Yeah. I'm in, and I hope it's much better than what Daryl thinks.
Seen it. I'm so I don't know much about it, but JD did tell me that it's considered to be the adult version of Power Rangers, where Kyurangers, my mistake. Kyurangers is considered for kids, even though it looks pretty fan-freaking-tastic. Right? And Kamen Rider is the more mature version of it. I like what I saw. I like the blue-red crossover with like the antenna in the ear and like the duo. I'm kind of excited to see maybe what that's about.
A lot of motorcycle riding.
In other news, Super Sentai, the next season, starts in February. So that means...
Sentai guy.
I'm
sorry to say it.
We only get Kyuranger for so much longer until the new season starts.
Yeah, true. Yeah. True. I guess. Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
I mean, maybe Henshin Hangout could cover, just maybe a Kamen Rider, whatever,
Well, and Tara will be like, nope.
Just maybe.
Or he'll be the negative Nancy on the show.
He'll be the negative Nancy, and I'll be like the guy that's like, oh God, guys, this is amazing. I'm Daryl. I'm the new one.
That's a pretty good Daryl impression.
Well, that's Daryl doing his like amped up voiceover voice.
I like it.
That's it.
So moving on to Kyurangers in this episode 27, titled Indaver for Panic Within the Orion. Did I type of that, or is that actually how? Oh, what is Indavers? I don't know.
I'm not hanging my head.
AKA, there's a clip show and nobody cares.
That's why I'm hanging my head. You guys know how much I love Kyuranger. I love it.
It was a disappointing episode, in my opinion.
But what I don't need.
I don't like recaps.
I don't need it. I don't, especially.
I like recaps so much at the beginning of new season.
There you go. That's when I like it. But I don't need I don't need a bottle episode where you guys think about stuff.
No,
I don't.
Or see scenes I've already seen. So like I am a fan of Golden Girls. I watch Golden Girls, and they do that a lot, and I don't like it.
Golden Girls does do that a lot.
They do that a lot. Where I'm watching it, and I'm like, we've seen all these scenes before. Yeah. Especially since I'm binging on some of them, and I'm like, I just watched this episode.
Thank you for being a friend. God. Oh my God. You know who is Savage on there on Golden Girls? I know nobody knows. No, what's her name?
Rose?
She's is Rose the one that's the daughter of Estelle? Yeah, the one like.
Oh, Estelle's. What? Why am I blanking on her name?
There's Blanche. There's whatever Betty White.
Why am I blanking on her name?
What you know who I'm talking about? Though.
Yeah, that's married to Stan.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Or ex not married to him anymore. But this isn't about Golden Girls.
She is savage, dude. There's somebody.
Whatever her name is, it'll come to me later.
Somebody put a master clip of her, like all her snapbacks. Oh my God.
It'll come to me and I'll just shout her name out.
She's savage. Okay. Anyway.
But this episode, we finally see the Indavers have boarded the ship. There's panic. Just like the title says, panic within the Orion because the friggin' Indavers have boarded the ship.
I'm thinking right off the bat, though, immediately when it happens, you're like, yes!
Oh, sweet. advancing quickly. However, Tsurugi decides, all right, you guys go ahead. I'm gonna stay here. And Lucky's like, or no, sorry, not Lucky. Spada's like, hell no, you're going with us. So they go off to kind of capture the Indavers, see where they're at, and upon attacking one of them, the helmet comes off, and Spada's like, just like a pistachio shell, where it's like his head's basically shaped like the helmet.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't know that could come off. Why haven't you spoken? Like, he's speaking, and they're like, you've never spoken before, and he says the helmets prevent us from speaking, and even does like that. So he says that they came onto the ship to ask for their help, that they are being oppressed and put into servitude for, I want to say Galvanax, but that's Ninja Steel. What's his name? Don Armage.
There you go.
Don Armage? Or
yeah, it's Don
Armage? How is it? Don Armage.
Right?
What's that? Don
I forgot.
Armage?
Joe says, Don Armage. Joe says, Don
Armage.
It's like Don, he's an Italian. Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm Don Armage.
Well, they basically say that we've been forced into fighting. He kind of points out, oh, remember this scene? That's me. Oh, remember this scene? That's me.
Yeah.
So,
see this right there? That was me.
They basically are saying we need your help. We're not evil, is what they're trying to tell us.
Which, that actually was interesting because it gives us a whole lot more insight. But it lets us know that, like, all right, we're having the time travel situation on the show where we have, like, the teams are split in half. Yeah. And we have a team that's headed over into the past to kind of find out where everything changed for the Phoenix Ranger one. And then other people trying to find their teammates, whatever is happening here in the present time. So then we have this where it's like, okay, it seems like Dark Matter is falling apart. There's dissension in the ranks of Dark Matter where people are like, yo, we don't want to do this.
Be able to take them out.
Yeah, we're actually good, but we're under servitude. If you can help us, like, I was like, oh, really? Yeah. Like, that's what made it cool. That's what made it cool so far.
And then you kind of think, something might actually have, like, a way in. However, there was, like, this part where when Rompo, which, is that how you pronounce it? Because I feel like every time I pronounce it, Daryl's like, that's not how it's pronounced. Xiao Rompo?
I love how you said it.
Xiao Rompo?
I love how you said it. Xiao Rompo.
It's like, it's pronounced Longbow or something, right? But it's pronounced, or spelled, and it's pronounced Rompo?
Is it?
I'm not sure. Feel free to help me figure out how to pronounce it in the comments below.
Yeah, please.
Help me out. Because clearly I pronounced everything wrong.
Help us sister out.
So he, upon fighting one of the Indavers, actually gets kicked and he is hurt. Basically, I think it's his back, his back gets thrown out a little bit.
Kidney or something.
It was something where it was, at first, when they kicked him, I was like, did they just kick him in the private area? Like, is that why he's, like, in so much pain?
And you're like, this is for kids?
Throughout the episode, he keeps saying, oh, my back. So I think something how he gets kicked and then it's his back. I don't know.
Well, as a guy, you can get kicked so hard that it hurts somewhere else.
Yeah.
You can't.
That's what happened.
They're like, what's that? Nut shot. Huh? My back. And it just hurts back there. That's how bad it hurts. It's possible.
So they are telling them that they want help, and there's actually a recap. They already started the recaps off where they talk about Lucky and how once he came, luckily he had all this luck happen, and he found them, and then after that, then they were able to actually find the rest of the Kyurangers and bring them together. So there's like a lot of scenes going by about how Lucky brought everyone together. What do you think about Lucky?
Well, Lucky actually is true. That is what Lucky did do. I know that we've said it so many times. Lucky was the first recruit, at least for this iteration of him, because now we're finding out apparently there are a whole lot more. But Lucky's the first one, and from there, Lucky does, like, we had a few episodes ago where you saw, like, at moments, dang, Lucky is the heart of the team, because he does at moments like, come on guys, blah, blah. He brought me on, and because he brought me on, he brought you and you and you. You're like, he said that whole speech, and he does it a lot, and it's like,
and we still have the scenes that we've seen before.
Exactly. But so it's like, I like Lucky a lot. I enjoy him at moments, and I mean, Lucky's pretty dope. Yeah,
I do like Lucky a lot better when we first started. I felt like he was too lucky. I was like, all right, this is going to get old real fast. But they don't throw it in your face as much as I thought it was going to be. I thought that every single time it's going to be like, I'm lucky. Like, instead of Power Ranger logic, it's lucky logic. So I'm glad that it doesn't turn out that way. It's not like everything works out in favor for them because of Lucky's luck. Right. So I'm liking him a lot better than I did at the very start of this season. The very, very start, I was like, oh, this is going to be a little too cliche for the Red Ranger. But
I, on the other hand, love Lucky at the beginning of the season only because Daryl didn't. That was it. Because Daryl was like,
what does Daryl like? I hate it.
Daryl was
what
like,
does Daryl hate? I love it.
Because Daryl was just like, I hate the fact that he's always on here. I'm lucky. I'm lucky. I'm lucky. I was like, I love that he says his name. I love that he points it out. In fact, I need him to do it more. And then as he got accustomed to it, I was like, oh, well, whatever then. But that's my story.
And then after Ronpo gets hurt, then he decides to go through his favorite Megazord scenes and goes on and on about all these Megazords, which is cool, but there are scenes we've seen before. And I think they're specifically his Megazord, too. I don't know if it's the Ranger's Megazord. Is it called the Megazord in the Kyuranger? It's called the Q...
It's a
Q-Tama...
yeah.
Zord? Q-Tama Zord?
The Q-Zord?
I don't remember.
But I gotta say, that whole moment, that whole flashback of going through all the Zord scenes, we almost went through all the Zord scenes, guys. And I gotta say, that was the moment where Joe checked out. Because Joe hates Zords. So
he doesn't like Zords at all.
Joe does not.
Specifically
it's
the
because
Zords?
he doesn't, because it's like, oh, the whole mech thing. It's too close to mech stuff. I don't like it. So Joe doesn't like it, doesn't watch it, blah, blah, whatever. Yeah, that's what I said.
Well, Ronpo decides to do that, and then we also kind of get back to the plot of the storyline so far, where Naga is missing. Daniel, what happened to Naga? Where is he? Why is he not here?
Naga is now an emotion lord, essentially. That's the best way to say it. Anyone that's watched, what's that show? Bravest Warriors know what I mean when I say he's an emotion lord. He is full of emotion. The one person that has no emotion is so full of emotion due to what a villain did, pretty much giving him emotion and then giving him an overload. I don't know if I would say villain, but he's different now. Like, you know, his suit is like, it's still silver, but it's not pika pika, which means shiny. Yeah. I learned that on the show, but it's not pika pika. But he has a scarf, like a purple scarf. Anyway, he looks cool because he always did, and he can beat the crap out of the Rangers on his own. Dude, he was so OP'd when he had just the emotion running through him, and he just took him on, and it was such a great scene. It was in the forest, laying everybody out. But so that's what's happening right now. They're trying to find him and bring him back.
So do you like emotional Naga better?
It's pretty dope. There was a moment where they had the whole range of emotion, like spectrum, so there were different hymns for everything. One for anger, happiness, confusion, sadness, blah, blah, all this other stuff. And it was like they were going through so much, and all of them were yelling different things at the one Naga until they all formed in. It was so good. Like, you got to see the range of, his acting chops. Just in that alone. And I'm like, when you guys say it's the kid's show, I'm like, no way. No way. He said BS.
Yeah.
Even then, he was like, BS! I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
But he said it.
Yeah.
I'll probably say it when Daryl gets here. I like to cuss when Daryl's on the show.
Well, so that brings us to the fact that the Rangers are basically split up. Half of them, which includes Hammie, Balance, who else do we have? Garu, Lucky, the boy, whatever his name is. I don't see him enough to remember his name. Sorry, kid.
And the Phoenix one.
They are off looking for Naga.
Oh no, the Phoenix one.
Yeah, the Phoenix one's still I believe he's on the ship still. Yeah. But the all the rest are looking for Naga, so they are not dealing with the Indavers at the moment. Or the Indas. They're actually called Indas, and then when they got taken over, they were called the Indavers. And then that brings us to Spada, who decides to reminisce about Q-Globes. All about them, what they are, how many there are, the different types of Q-Globes. I mean,
but it's kind of
we've been watching a lot of episodes. We know what Q-Globes are by now.
It's kind of interesting that what we're looking at is the time traveling scene. and the time traveling to really let us know. Like the first
How?
episode that we get
Yeah.
about the time traveling team, what do? We pretty much travel in time and look at all the old episodes. So it's like I get that kind of thing, and I'm like, touche. But that's mean that you would do it for a whole episode. Yeah, don't do that to us for a whole episode. It's so rude. It's so rude.
Smart stuff.
Yeah, right? It's like, look what I did. I'm a genius. I'm going to write a flashback episode.
I want to be entertained, and I want new visuals.
That's what I'm saying, right? I'm like, dude, time travel, there's so much. But anyway.
Well, do you have a favorite Q Globe?
Ooh.
Now that we're on the matters of Q Globes.
The one that, like, amplifies, balances power.
Oh,
and turns
yeah.
The wolf one into like a gentleman.
They even said it was there was one that turned the Garu into the lady, and even they said I don't really know what the point of that one.
I don't get the point of that one, and I'm kind of like, well, wait. So who made the Q Globes? Now that I had to stop for a moment because somebody was like, oh, this one's gonna turn you into a girl.
Is there a
like why do
star
I need
constellation for drag?
I don't know. There has to be because it was like, broom, and he's like, oh, and I was like, no.
Just for plot. It was just for plot.
No one, but it was just a throwaway. It was just like, let's do it. But I was like, there's no reason for this.
I wonder what other random Q Globes we're gonna get.
I don't want to know after that.
I want a sushi Q Globe. I'm so hungry right now. Ooh, it's time for me to eat.
Oh my gosh, it is. It is.
When am I not hungry? Here we couldn't hear. Anyway. So basically, we are back to the people on the ship, and the screen pops up. Whatever the screen, like on the ship, the high-tech technology pops up, and basically the main guy who was telling him we're not evil pops up, and he's like, haha, and he's in his new red garb. He's like, I fooled you all. And then I believe it's Raptor who's like, oh my goodness, they're in the computer room. That can kill us all. Like, how dare they go into our most vulnerable spot? And they basically, he admits that they were buying time with them until they got to that spot to stop them from going to their destination, and that they're really actually still evil.
Yeah.
Like, they made us sympathize with them for such a short amount of time, and then now they're still evil.
It was like, and here's your turn.
Yes. So basically he admits that they're evil, and everyone's arguing, and the Endaver's like trying to talk while they're arguing, and it's a funny, quirky little moment where he's like, hey, I'm trying to talk to you guys, and they're like, shut up! We're having a conversation over here. So they're evil. Big shocker. Which is kind of a bummer because I was hoping, like you said, that it would advance the plot where they could actually get closer to Don Armage or Dark Matter.
Yeah.
But nope. And he basically admits that they were trying to prevent them from traveling back on time, and that they really just kind of wanted to prove that they could be a better team. So they throw them off their path, and the people on the ship, or at least most of them, land on a planet where dinosaurs are. So they're like, oh my goodness, we are in the wrong time. And I did like to point out that the dinosaur was kind of furry, which wasn't there studies recently stating that dinosaurs might have had fur or feathers or something. I think I remember reading that where like studies show, like we thought that they didn't have anything, but
no, it's so that they may have had like a kind of like feathers, fur, or something close to it. Yeah, and they're like like almost like a giant chicken butt. Blah, blah, blah. And I remember
reading about that, which I believe people even today say that chickens are the closest relatives to dinosaurs right?
now, which is like. What?
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, I mean, I believe it. Maybe they're just little mini dinosaurs running around.
You know?
But I did like that little detail.
Great.
It's not confirmed, but, you know, science is working on whatever we can to learn about the past that we have no record of, but it's awesome.
All I'm saying is, hey, dinosaurs taste great.
Yeah.
Apparently, because chicken.
Tastes like chicken. Tastes like chicken. And so they deal with that, and then we also kind of get a clip of the other Rangers because, hey, we have to see where everyone's at.
Yeah.
And they make their and the other Rangers are still in present day. I'll just throw that out there because apparently it's plot. They're still in present day. The people in the past are trying to get back to their ship, and the Indavers appear, and it was a cute scene. So this was one of my favorite scenes of the episode where the Indavers are trying to like do the morph moves. Is it called morph in Kyurangers? Henshin.
Well, no, I thought it's a change.
It's Henshin change?
I thought it's a... I thought it was say change, and then they do the.
Well, okay, so Daryl says it's not say the change, and in the episodes that he sends us, it says say the change, which means something else.
That's
I guess.
What I thought, right?
But I did like how they tried to be like the Kyurangers, and they did like their little henshins, and each one had a different color, even like the purple one was like raptors. And then at the very end they had the like color explosion, but then they like get lost, and they're like, whoa, like they get hit with their own color explosion. Like,
I love that. Like,
because you're not the Kyurangers.
You're not the Kyurangers. You know, they can do their change, and an explosion happens behind them because of the runoff of power.
But not the Indavers.
No, they.
Something has to go wrong.
They're so inept. I love it because they do all their cool, their little changes, their poses, and then all of a sudden it's like, boom.
So, I mean, they're trying to prove that they have better teamwork and can get the Kyurangers, but nope.
We clearly see you don't.
And Rompo's back is still thrown out, so he isn't actually able to fight, but everyone else is able to fight and eventually defeat them, which it wasn't hard because they are clearly very bumbling.
Yeah, they are.
They were able to fool us into thinking that they're innocent, but when it comes to fighting, you guys don't stand a chance.
Exactly.
And so they're back on their ship, back on their location, but because of all of this work that the Indavers tried to do to get them off their track, they realized that there's something that Don Armage is hiding about this location. There's actually a secret in the past that he's trying to keep from them, or that they don't want them to find out, and they're on the right plot point.
Can I ask what you think it may be?
Ooh, I mean, I think it's gonna have to do with something about Don Armage's identity. Mm-hmm. I think that maybe Suguri, is that his name? The Phoenix Ranger, knows him. Maybe it'll be a buddy. Maybe it could be someone who Orion knew. Maybe it is Orion. I don't know, but I think it has to do with his identity, and that we will recognize who it is.
My theory.
That's my guess.
My theory is on the same lines.
Yeah.
I feel that the Phoenix Ranger definitely knows who it is, because remember he said there were like so many of the fellow soldiers with him. Then when he goes to sleep and he wakes up, they're not there. I think the thing is they were like. Great, like Don Armage was probably like his right-hand man and everything too. Like, all right, we defeated all the bad guys. Go ahead and go to sleep. Once he puts them down and puts them to sleep, then he turns all that 500, whatever it was, the team that was there, he turns them to his whole evil will, and then shows up as, now I am Don Armage or whatever like that, and I am in charge, I am evil, and I do Italian hands. And so then after that...
It's me, Don Armage.
So he takes over, and that's what he doesn't want him to know, because if he figures it out, then he's like... if you know it's like Rumpelstiltskin, whatever. You know me, say my name, I'm ruined or something. So I think that's what it is. I hope that's what it is. The show doesn't let me down when it has really good twists and turns, and I hope it's something just as complicated yet convoluted as that.
Now that we've wrapped up on this episode, what rating would you give it out of Q1?
Honestly, going back over it now, even though watching it, it was like I was really upset, but it's Kyuranger, and it's still good even when it's bad. I'm sorry, it is. So I'm giving it like at least a 3.5.
I'm giving it a 1 out of 5. I was not impressed.
There you go.
This is Kyuranger. You've entertained me for so long, and then you give me this crap? Hell no. You get a 1. Okay. You can't get away with this.
Okay. I like that.
1 out of 5 Q Globes.
We need somebody here that's going to say no. I'm not taking it. And this is not happening anymore. It's like our little Bernie Sanders over here.
Yes.
That's what we have. She's like, things are changed.
We need change.
I think things need to change.
Don't disappoint me.
It's all good. That's
but
good.
that pretty much wraps it up for the episode recap. Let's move on to your guys' awesome comments from September 1st.
Yes.
No, wait, today's the 2nd. What is this from?
September
1st.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Today's not the 2nd? What is it? It's the
Today
Friday.
Well, I don't even know what today is. Is it Friday right now?
Let's just move on.
I think it's Friday. I think it is. We are so lost today, guys. I'm sorry.
It's the 8th.
Is today the 8th? Oh my God. The week goes by so fast. So fast. I'm sorry, guys. I am so lost on what today. So from the 1st? Dear God, it's so long ago.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, your comments from the 1st. Let's see what's going on.
You want to start?
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right.
Jalen,
fine, I will. Jalen, my main man, says... Good day, mates. You and the good day, mates. What's going on there, man? I don't know. Australia's taking over, but stuff shoots in New Zealand, and that's fine too.
Except they have giant spiders. I'm not going there.
Oh, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. That whole forest is made to kill man.
Spiders.
Yeah, like that's literally the world's
I do want
to.
I hear it's pretty, and I do want to visit it, but the giant bugs freak me out a ton.
It's the one place in the world that's like created to say man should stay out or you'll
They're
die.
basically Jurassic Park.
Exactly. Nature has said we can't take it anymore, and this is where you'll die. So, Jalen Glover, good day, mates. This episode was the absolute best I've seen so far. It really was. I love Evil Rangers. Yeah. And I hope we see more of this Evil Ranger in the future episodes to come. We're hoping that maybe we see a few other Rangers that actually turn for a moment or something. Because Naga's evil turn, like I said, it was great. This series is really getting my blood pumping. And I really want to see more. I really want to see more, so I hope they keep it up. But knowing how expensive these planes tickets are getting our days. Wait, what?
These days.
Yeah, okay. These days, it may take a while, but I will try my very best to come meet you guys. Power Morphicon is coming up, man. Maybe you can save just a little, and boom, you'll come on over. I know he's at NYC's Comic-Con, I think, actually, this weekend. I think that's where he is or something. Oh, well, at least he got his tickets.
Yeah.
His badges. I'm jealous of you. You guys are the biggest inspiration when it comes to comics in general, and hopefully my own comic will be a success. Hope to hear from you soon. Sincerely, Jalen. Also, P.S. Postscript. It depends on which part of California do you want me to meet you guys. I'm going to be so happy to see you. Take care, guys. Well, Los Angeles, man. Just come to L.A. You're able to do almost everything.
Power Morphicon's in L.A., right?
Yeah, exactly. It's in Pasadena. So, I mean, it's great. I mean...
Anaheim?
It's going to be in Anaheim? What?
Yay!
Oh, great. Guess where I'm spending the night.
With Merlin? Cool.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. My friend Merlin.
Next up, Ryan Super 04, Steel Speed Thomas. Yo, what's up, Daryl, J. Delphin, Joe, Daniel, Jerome? Great Henshin Hangouts, guys.
I gotta point that out. Everyone says my whole name.
He says Daryl's J. Delphin.
Oh, J. Delphin. Oh,
just not Joe. Sorry, Joe. You don't have any more name.
No one knows how to spell last name. No one knows.
Hope you have, great Henshin Hangout, guys. Hope you had fun at the Japan World Heroes. Wish I was there at Japan World Heroes. Really love this episode a lot. I give it a 5 for now. Ryan Earl Thomas from Arizona.
Hey,
Thanks.
Shout out Arizona. Thank you very much. Is it hot over there? I wonder.
I bet it is.
Let me know.
It's freaking hot here.
Yeah, right? Because it's like,
we're not used to this heat.
I don't know.
Al
Gore, you were right. But yeah, it's horrible. Okay, Apollo Thunder Flame. So fun fact. Oh, I'll say it properly.
Fun
fact.
That's what I'm pronouncing now.
Thunder Flammy.
It's
Apollo. Apollo. Thunder.
The under.
Flammy.
The under.
Oh,
Flammy.
the under Flammy. That's it.
Yeah.
I like how that's a good one. Okay. Shout out to you, Apollo. So, fun fact. All 3 Vice Shoguns are voiced by past Sentai Ranger actors.
Okay.
Tenchu is voiced by Ninja Blue from Kyuranger. The one from this episode is voiced by Yellow Buster from Go Busters. And the other guy is voiced by Denzi Green from Denziman.
Okay.
Now, the Yellow Buster from Go Busters, someone told me that earlier. And I was like, oh, that's dope. But I didn't know concerning, especially the Denzi Green. I had no idea. So thanks for giving us that info, because that's like something I didn't know. Also, a samurai flamenco shirt. Oh, Daryl's shirt. It was a samurai flamenco shirt. Oh, because it had SF on it. I remember exactly what Daryl was wearing. Anyway, Daryl, I love you. That's great. I had to say that.
Last up, we got Here's Japan Boy. The only small thing I didn't like about this episode is where Kotaro, is that the boy? That's his name, Kotaro. Not joining Suguri's team with his Aniki Stinger. I would swap Spada and Kotaro so that there would be a balance in blue for the split teams, I believe.
There would be a balance.
Hey! As for Hebitsukai Metal's suit design, I thought that the upgraded suit and the dark sides of blaster and Q-tamas are for a V cinema movie that focuses on Naga's emotion. But I liked how the episode made it in a way that allows us to keep on watching Kyuranger because there are two things happening, the present and past.
That's good.
And that's it
actually very
for
true.
the episode.
That's
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Could you do me a huge favor and do a balanced impersonation?
Oh my goodness. What is he? He goes like, hey guys!
Yeah, right?
What is up? I don't know, but he always does this, doesn't he?
That is it.
Wiggle his little like diamond earrings.
I don't know. I love that. I love balance.
I have to like watch more of them straight to give it a fair impression. But at the beginning I didn't really care for Balance, and now I'm liking him more and more. He's becoming very relatable to my life.
That's amazing. Really?
Yeah. So I'm making Balance more and more.
I want to know so much more. We'll talk off air, but that's amazing to me.
Just like how even when things go wrong, he has to joke about it and stuff.
Oh, okay. That makes
there
sense.
was that one episode where like his birthday got taken away, and he was like hiding under the table, and he was like. I was like, this is so great. He handles things perfectly. And then like when on the time planet, I forgot what it was called. It had a specific name, but the clock where they had to like turn all the keys, and he encounters like his memory, and it's Naga. He's like, "Hey, what's up? I knew it was gonna be you, yeah." And I was like, "Turn." I was like, "Yeah." I'm liking Balance more and more.
Oh my god!
Just
Balance. I didn't know that you like him. That's what I
didn't at first. He was my least
now.
favorite at first, and now he's one of my top favorites.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
he is okay. Yeah. He is great.
So that pretty much wraps up this week's Henshin Hangout. I know it was a little shorter than usual, but that's because this was a clip episode. What happened? There's no plot to talk about.
Sorry, yes.
Unless you guys liked it. I'm sorry for hating on it too much, but I wasn't a fan.
I just don't like clip episodes, but you can, and that's not a problem.
Yeah, that's I agree with that. You can like them, and that's not a problem.
Yeah.
I like that. Daniel, where can everyone find you?
You can find me here, Henshin Hangout. Also, you can check me out on social media at Battlestar Galactica.
I like that name. Every time I hear it, it gets better and better.
I love it.
You can find me on all social media as Cranky Cupcakes with a Z at the end. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with everything trending in geek pop culture. Yay!